So now that we have our Barricade class set up, I want to go ahead and start working on a way to go about pretty much storing the boards, because we need to know, which mesh component corresponds to what board. Well, not necessarily what board, but which mesh component is, still up on the Barricade. So we basically need to tie a bool into each mesh component. So the way we're going to go about doing this is likely going to be through a component tag. So if we search for tag, we can add a tag to a component that we can very easily find. So let's head over to our Barricade module, go to our barricade.h and CPP, and we want to add a new property. So we'll make this property a f name and call it the board component tag. And let's see, we can go ahead and actually define this, kind of wherever we want. So we'll do it. We don't really need it accessible anywhere else. So we can honestly just, just in case. Let's go ahead and make a static property. We can actually do this in the Barricade module to keep it consistent with how we're doing it elsewhere. And we'll do a static, let's do fname and call it the board, what's the word? Board component tag. And we'll just name it to board mesh, or I guess board mesh component. So we don't really need the property anymore. We just have to make sure we are consistent with that name. So once we're in begin play, we basically just want to iterate over all the scene components, or in this case, static mesh components that are linked with that tag. So in our case, we need to do a get components. We'll do a get components by tag. And in our case, we're going to have the class be a U mesh component, static class, and then the tag being the board component tag. Where are we at? From here, this should return a T array of U actor component. And we'll just call this one boards. Now we need to loop over boards. So for loop over U actor component, we'll do board in boards because we have to cast the type. So we need to have a place to store the given boards. So for now, we're going to have a blueprint read only, and we're going to have a T array of a U static mesh component. And this will just be the board components. So we can do a board components. We want to go ahead and add to it a casted U static mesh component of board. And that takes care of basically storing all of our boards that we have in here, as long as they have the tag. So what we want to do now is we need to keep track of the state, such as, is the board on the wall? If not, we need to do something different. So let's go ahead and make a new ustruct and call it f. Let's do a barricade board. We'll have a U property. And we'll do a T object pointer to the U static mesh component. And this will be the board. Then we'll have another one. And this is going to be basically the state. So bool, let's do B on, or we can do, let's see, B we'll just do B broken. And if broken is true, that indicates that this board has been broken off the wall and we need to do, something with it. Okay. So this is going to allow us to more or less, potentially anyways, I'm not 100% sure how I want to handle the replication of the boards just yet, getting flung off the wall. we are we may use this. I kind of feel like we're probably going to use it. So because we have an array here where each individual element is going to be replicating, we're going to have to make use of the fast array serializer. So that way we can more easily do things such as bind to, when a specific board has, well, been broken. So when a zombie takes a specific board off, what we can do is we can replicate that down to clients by just changing be broken. And from there, we can very easily just handle it locally on the client to, say, add velocity to the board, enable physics, so it falls, that kind of stuff. And then once it has been unbroken, so be broken is now back to false, we can perform some sort of, say, rebuild logic to make it, I guess, at some point just reappear on the barricade. So, with that said, let's replace our T array of uStatic mesh component with the F barricade board. Now, I'm not going to use the fast array serializer just yet. I want to mostly get the rest of the logic kind of implemented, and later on we can go about doing the rest. So in our case, we want to construct, or I guess we could just do in place, a new F barricade board. And we need this to take in the board, but we need to cast it. So cast U static mesh component of board. Now I don't think the constructor, let's go ahead and close out of the editor. So I don't have a constructor for it, so it's probably going to complain. Yeah, I guess not. So we have our new board, and we have the default state. So we have everything we need. So in the meantime, it's probably not a bad idea. Go ahead. Or let's do actually something else instead. So let's do a checkf, and we want to, or not a checkf, we'll do an ensure. So ensure message, or sorry, ensure always message f, and the condition being the board components dot num. So if they're, the number is 0, then we know that we didn't find any boards. So we'll do a text, make sure the board component tag, or board component tag is on the board components. Then we'll just print out board component tag dot toString. So that way we'll know if we messed up somewhere in the editor. So now the only thing we have to do is basically just add this tag here to each of the board components, and we are pretty much done. So there's not really anything else that needs to be, I guess, beyond that. And we may end up renaming this in case we have other, I guess you could say, parts that are not a board, such as the area where, they're breaking concrete and all that, which is right inside of here, but we don't have that. We just don't have it, so we are probably not going to worry about it as of yet. But to test the ensure, let's go ahead and press play, and it should lock up. Then we have our error. Make sure the board components tag, board mesh component, is on the board components. So that worked. So let's add a tag. Actually, we can add this, I think, to all. Or not. That would have been nice. Oh, I stand corrected. So not F barricade board. It is the board mesh component. So these all have it. And now we should not get the ensure, which is correct, telling us that it does have the boards. So now that we know what board is what and the corresponding state, we can go ahead, and we're going to do this in the next video, start working on the logic to pretty much yank a various board off. So we can very easily, test this just by grabbing a random board, throwing it off, and then we can test the rebuild logic and all that kind of stuff. And then at some point, we're going to have it be triggered by the zombie attacking. So the zombie's going to attack. The animation is basically going to trigger one of the boards just coming off the wall. So with that out of the way, I'd say we are good to go. And the way we have it set up as well, we can also do this in order now that I'm thinking about it. So for example, we can make it to where by default, it yanks the highest numbered boards off first. So it would do, say, this one, then this one, because they are holding on these boards. And then once we start to rebuild, it can start doing these and then those. So we can set up some system for that as well. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself for now. So I will see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.